Hello and welcome. This is rather exciting. As soon as I saw this collection, it was like, oh my gosh, that is stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. It's brand new from Stamperia. And oh my gosh, it's really busy. And do you know what? The stock we have got in the warehouse. It is here. Woohoo! It is ready to be dispatched. So basically, whatever orders you place tonight will be going out tomorrow. Okay, it is a first come, first serve basis. So check those baskets out. Get ahead of us. We haven't been able to put everything out on the counter because we've got too much. So there are more things available. Do head to the website. Literally, whatever we've got at the minute, we can ship. So it is exciting. You've got a saving. You've got a brand new collection. If you're spending over £6, kind of easy. You've also got a flexi as well. As I say, it is brand new. It is from Antonis, and oh my gosh, it is so cool. It is funny because when Krista Ray showed me this, it was like, I love this. I love everything. Let's take you through what you're going to get. So, first of all, you get the stencil. Oh, and I forgot to open it up for you. Bear with. Sorry. I'm going to get mine because how much? 20% of stock has already gone. So the stencil, and maybe, yeah, you can see that. So what you've got with that stencil, and I do apologise, the reason I'm showing you mine is because I forgot to open the top of the packaging, so you can't see the full thing. So you've got your beautiful stencil. The stencils in this collection are so delicate. I mean, that is absolutely exquisite. Obviously, it's a stencil, so you can use it left or right. It's absolutely beautiful. So that's your first one. That's your beautiful stencil. And actually, thank you. Boom. You can see that detail. Quarter of the stock has gone. It'll probably be sold out before I get through it. We've then got the first mould. Now, this mould is sensational. This is one of the flexible moulds. I love this. It's such a gorgeous textural mould. You can use it with your paste. So if you've got your cream paste, you can use it with that. But it is amazing with your clays. It's amazing with your resins. I love this one that's been sent in. I've got a feeling that is actually the very Antonis' self who's done that. I've got a feeling, because that is from Stamperia, and that is ridiculously fabulous, isn't it? That is that mould. It don't look like it, does it? I mean, look at the detail on that. It is sensational. So that's your mould. That's your first mould. The second mould, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Now, this is one of the soft moulds. Remember, with these moulds, you can use these for any of your cold pours. The dragon is amazing. That alone I would buy this mould for, because that is so cool. You've then got the clock hands, which are really interesting, because obviously you can make that into a clock. You have got, now this is Sir Vagabond, but it's Sir Vagabond going to China. So this is sorry, Japan, not China. Oh, I'm getting it all wrong. So this is Sir Vagabond in his beautiful dress. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. There is clothes, and by dress, I mean is the clothes as opposed to dress, if you see what I mean. The detail in that mould is amazing, absolutely amazing. So that's Sir Vagabond himself. We've then got on this mould, what? Over a third of the stock has already gone. We've then got two sentiments on this one, and it does say travel, it says journey, and it says adventure. And then the bottom, that is huge, and it's a beautiful wave. It is absolutely exceptional. I did do this. Now, I was doing these yesterday, but unfortunately I ran out of clay, so I couldn't do the full thing because they only sent me one pack of clay. So I only managed to make a few elements. That's one. How cool is that? I did at home when I came into work and I got more clay, and this isn't quite dry yet, but look at that. Oh my gosh. Is that not just amazing? Imagine doing that in resin. Imagine that in resin. So cool. I mean, it is amazing in air dry clay because it's light. Again, you can cut this. I mean, with that one, you could cut that central element out. You've got his lovely little leg there, but that'd be easy to cut away. And it is that. Oh, I love that image. It's amazing. So that's your mould. Okay, the papers. The papers are obviously what always make these kits super special. And it's 190 GSM. Now, I'm going to just move this out of my way for a second, just so I can show it a bit easier, because I hate holding them up. And you can see, now, they're all double-sided papers. These are super cool. You've got sentiments in here. The sentiments are lovely because obviously they're all about travel, you know, and there's some really beautiful thought-provoking sentiments in this one. Really good proverbs. Absolutely exquisite. So you've got loads of beautiful sentiments. Half of the stock that is on immediate dispatch has gone. You've then got Sir Vagabond himself, absolutely beautiful. When I turn over, I mean, look at that paper. You don't want to cut into this. I know, it's so difficult because every single side is beautiful. I mean, the world map is sensational there. Absolutely beautiful globe. As I turn over the page, look at that. Oh, is that not just adorable? Now, the wonderful thing about this, we have got the papers in different sizes. We've even got, I don't think we've got the 12 by 12 again on its own, but we have got the smaller sizes. So if you're loving the papers, I would absolutely urge you to get the smaller size as well. I mean, she is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All the backdrop, all the gorgeous blossom trees. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's just sensational. I've said it many, many times, but Stamperia need to do fabric. Stamperia need to do wallpaper. I would have their designs on my wall. There's no doubt about it. It is absolutely exquisite. Wouldn't that look amazing as wallpaper? I'm not even halfway through the book, but it's so detailed. I mean, every page is exquisite. There's so much going on. I love all of these as well. You've got your panels, but they're all double-sided, of course. So it means with your panels, you've got loads of uses. I mean, look at that. Look at the other side of the panels. The other side is just exquisite. It is so nice, isn't it? Haven't they done a phenomenal job? I must admit that is my favourite. That is just stunning, absolutely stunning. And that I find dead inspirational for when you do your mould of your dragon, because it'll really inspire you as to how to colour it in. I mean, the wave. See, with this one, you could just get that and then get the mould over the top of that. Just amazing, absolutely amazing. Again, you've so many layers, you've so many beautiful details in this. You know, it's just a gift that keeps on giving. That paper is amazing. When you start looking into it, you've got loads of beautiful, iconic Japanese symbolism. You have, of course, got beautiful script. You've got amazing pattern, you know, amazing colours as well that they've managed to bring us. I love this one. I find that, again, that is gorgeous because it's that mountain, it's that wave, but done in the red looks really, really strong. On the other side of that, you've got your script again. And again, you can see the layers, you know, you can see behind it. You can see your cherry blossom. So they have incorporated so much imagery on this that you'll immediately recognise as Japanese, but also they've given it the Stamperia twist, which I love. They've made it different. They've made it iconic to Stamperia. But let's face it, this is Antonis. And Antonis, the way Antonis works, I mean, he is amazing. I am a super big fan of Antonis. He is incredible. So it's so cool to see how he has designed this and what he wanted to bring to us. So many beautiful, kind of grungy, but not. You know, you've got so much going on. I mean, I love that darker paper. That is absolutely incredible. And then the last page is going to give you loads and loads of beautiful embellishments. And they're ready for you to, of course, cut out, which is stunning. So that's your paper. You've then got your rice papers. Now, your rice papers are beautiful as ever because you can do so much with these. Have we got any more rice? We have got more rice papers, haven't we? We have got other rice papers as well on the show. Look them up because obviously with these kind of, with everything, it's all worth adding extra to because it's absolutely flying. Especially if you are the first, it means you are going to get your direct dispatch. And that's really cool because you're not having to wait any extended delivery. We normally do extended delivery with Stamperia. This is the first time with Stamperia we have managed to get direct dispatch. If you want it, you need to check your baskets out. How much has gone? 60% of the stock has gone. That's a stencil just with a bit of ink through it. How ridiculous is that? Beautiful, beautiful stencil. Let me show you this, because Stamperia have sent this over. And I mean, as soon as we looked at that, it were like, wow, how amazing is that? Absolutely sensational. You've got, and look at the back of it, beautiful. But then look, as we open this, hold on, look. As you open this book, you've got that fantastic, look how cool that is. So that book, can you see, that has actually been cut into to give you that incredible frame. So it's been cut into, it's been layered. I adore the dragon. So the dragon's been cut into as well. Isn't that sensational? Sensational. What you can do with this is just amazing. You need to be checking out your baskets. It is so busy. I'm pleased we got to show you in such detail, because it's worth, like, it's worth seeing everything in this and really taking it in. Now your price, it's only £29.93. That's for the lot. That is such a good price. You've got tools in here, things that will last and you'll use again and again and again. You've then, of course, got your beautiful papers and your rice paper that you have to use, you have to cut into, because otherwise it's just going to sit in a box. Use this, make something beautiful. Now, you are saving £7. It's a great price. It's ready to go out for you straight away without any delay on that one, which is super exciting. 011535 is your item number. Now, we've also got for you the moulds. Now, these are absolutely flying. I'm sorry, I just need to take that because they do need black card. So have a look at these. These are flying out the door. And I've been having a right old mare trying to do my moulds. I tell you, I've been really panicking because I run out of clay at home. These are beautiful. You've got, first of all, the beautiful lanterns, the gorgeous pot there. At the urn, you've got the fan. Look at your fantastic lady, your geisha. Isn't that just so detailed? But look at that. And look at the size. I mean, the detail on that is amazing. And imagine, again, I mean, I've been doing these with air dry clay. Imagine that in resin. That will be phenomenal. Now, that's your first mould. So that's your pagoda and the plates, of course, for that one. And this, in fact, that's your pagoda, isn't it? You're getting both. Oh, you get both for £14.99 because this is your plates, of course. Look at this. So you've got your plates and your beautiful scrolls. I love this. Isn't this just sensational? Again, the beautiful waves, the lotus flower, of course. And again, I love all the different symbology, you know, the different meanings behind everything with Japan. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The gorgeous koi cart there. That one is sensational. And it's the detail. I mean, these are superior moulds when you look at how big these are. And then you have got that incredible dragon at the bottom there. Now, you are getting both of those for £14.99. Currently, it is on immediate dispatch. But that is a first come, first served basis. 371017 is your item number. Now, please have a look at the website. It is so busy. We have already got sellouts. Oh my gosh, have we? Right, we've already got sellouts. So we are, of course, we're doing our best. We know we've got extra, hopefully extra stuff that we can bring to you. But we're just doing our best on everything. Oh, which one? So the collectibles, I knew that. I said that's going to go. And that is obviously what I've already cut out to use in my first demonstration. Tough. It is available in another bundle. Hooray! Oh my gosh. The extra rice papers, are they doing okay? Okay, they're all right, but they are super busy. No, yeah, I'm not surprised at all. They are flying. They're beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? What are you going to do with yours? It is so exciting. I was trying to find my stencil. There it is. Okay, so, okay, how much? 70% of your one day special has already gone. It is flying. Okay, so what I've done first of all is used my stencil. Just bob that to one side for a second and let me get some cardstock. And actually, this is quite nice because this is really, really thick, so it's quite nice to work on. So with the beautiful stencil, so this is the stencil that you are getting in your one day special. I'm going to use some of the glossy gel. The glossy gel we have got on the show. It's heavy body. It is a clear one, is this one. And I like this. Well, it's one of those. It's an essential, isn't it? It's a glossy gel. So first things first, let's put this on. Now, because I'm using a clear glossy gel, it means whatever colour is underneath this, when I go over the top, you're still going to see the colour underneath it. So bear that in mind, because if you want to change it, then you'll need to paint it. So it's up to you how you're using this and what results you want. I kind of like the natural colour underneath it. I thought that looked really good. So what I'm going to do, first of all, now I'm not masking this off. I'm just going to be a little bit careful where I'm applying it. I've already done this and mine's ready to go, but I thought I'd show you what I actually did. So just gently applying your gloss gel. Now, because it is a clear product, you can add things to it. So if I wanted to, I could add some of my my beautiful powders and things to this if I wanted to change the colour, which I might do actually. So if you're just careful, see, you can actually, and I'll just, the bits that I don't want, I'll just wipe away. But if you're careful, you can be very specific where you're going with this. So I'm now going to come in with this one. I'm being careful. I'm just holding this up where I don't want it to go. So I'll make sure that I'm not going to get it on the other bit, if you will, because obviously I don't want to smudge the bit I've already done. If you're not, you know, if you're concerned about this, then just mask off the elements that you don't want to put your gel on. I'm not a masker. I'm a bit of a just do it, because life's really quite short, isn't it? And I'm always running out of time. I'm always on last minutes. So there we go. And then when I peel it away, you can see that beautiful, beautiful glaze. However, if you wanted to, so with this one, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to spin it actually. So I'm going to take off all the excess, like so. Give this a bit of a spritz because I want to spin it. So give it a bit of a spritz, get a cloth, and gently wipe this. You don't want to scrub it because obviously you don't want to ruin your stencil. So just gently wiping that glaze away, like so. And it's it comes off easy actually. If you're washing it proper, pop it in soapy water. But you know, for me, that's enough. So what I can now do with the with my gel, if I get a little bit of gold, so my gold pigment. So I can take a little bit of my gel, like so, pop that down. Let's get some of that gold pigment. Now, I know we haven't got the gold pigment on the show. We have had it before, though, so you might already have this. Obviously, you might have, you know, one of your other beautiful pigment powders. And, I mean, you could use anything. The lovely thing is with your gel medium, when it dries, you won't see the gel medium. All you'll see is the gold. So you get that beautiful, beautiful shine. And I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. So that's that beautiful glamour pigment that I've used here. So again, if I take this stencil now, and I'm coming in the opposite direction, so again, just holding that up, 3/4 of the one day special stock has gone. This is super busy. I mean, I knew this would be busy. It is so beautiful. It's one of those, when you look at it, it's just a little bit magical. He's good, though, in the Antonis. He's one of those creators that it just seems to come natural to him, but he's also so good to watch. You know, he's one of those people, you can't wait to see what he comes up with next. He's fabulous. So, lifting that off, and then look at that with the gold. Doesn't that look gorgeous? So obviously, loads of ways of using your beautiful medium. I mean, let's face it, we all use it. I'm going to put a little bit at the top. We all use it. We all use your good mediums now, because it's one of those products that you cannot do without. It's an absolute essential in your craft stash these days. Okay, just bobbing that down as well. Ooh, I've smudged a bit on that one. But it's okay. I'm not sure what I did on that one, but I've smudged a bit on that. But it's okay. Like there, where I've smudged, I'm just going to take that off like so, and that'll be fine. So, basically, that's what I've done. Now, as usual, you know me, I ain't going to waste that little bit. So, because I'm not going to waste it, I'm going to get a separate board, and all I'm going to do is put that on your separate board. So it will act. I mean, with something like that, it's kind of cool because obviously when you're using something like this, and I might as well scrub that off with the stencil. When you're using something like this, you can use it in so many different ways, but it is kind of cool just putting it and, you know, being quite random with it, because that's something afterwards you can really experiment with, and I love that. You know, things like that, you'll find your own techniques just with cleaning. So let's pop that to one side for now, because that is my scrap. My stencil, again, I'll just give this a spritz with water just to clean that gold off. So, and clean the gold off there. If you do want your glossy gel, pop that in your basket. The details are there right at the bottom of the screen for you. A really good product, and just one of those from Stamperia that is a crafty essential. So just move the, just wipe that off a little bit, like so, and I will pop that in water afterwards, so I know that my my gel hasn't solidified on it, because that'd be bad, wouldn't it? Okay. So let's take this now. So the mould. Now, first of all, let's start on the base. So I've already put my gel medium on here, and you can see the gel medium. That's dried clear, so you've got that beautiful clear image. Now, as ever, we have got paints on the show. These are ready to go out. They are on immediate dispatch. You are getting all 7 paints. So you have got, now, remember, what they do, they bring out paints that match the collection. I'm doing it. I think I've done it. I've done it. So they bring out the collection that matches. So if I pick up the paper, and this is cool because I'll pick up the paper and look straight away. The blue's in there, the red's in there, you know, that beautiful deep green. Obviously gold, you have to have gold for Japan. It's absolutely vital. The grey is an absolute must-have. Now, with this one, you've got your blue aviation, you've got super gold, you've got warm red ivory, anthracite, cookie, and petroleum green. Oh, don't mention petrol. Now, I got some, no queue. I shouldn't show off. So, I know, hashtag I do. So, don't come, not just for the petrol. What's she done? Don't visit. I'm joking, we haven't got any. I'm teasing. Leonie. So you might have some of these colours already. Sometimes they do repeat them, but they might be brand new to you. The thing is the price, £16.93 on immediate dispatch. This is good quality paint. I love this paint. If you do want to get hold of this, already a quarter of the stock has gone. So if you want it, you do need to be checking out your baskets with this one. So I am going to be using the paint, but I'm also going to be using a little bit of the clay. Now, with this, what I have done with the clay, and let me just show you. So I've got the air dry clay. Are you getting 2 of the air dry clay? So you're going to get 2. I got 1. You're going to get 2 of the air dry clay, hence why I run out really quickly. You're going to get 2 of these now. The beautiful mould, and this I'd normally use my my cream paste on, but the clay works really gorgeous for this. It's lovely air dry clay, is this. It doesn't have that stretch. It's you know, already it's a lovely, just a fabulous clay to work with, quite frankly. Now, with something like this and the mould, I mean, it's ace, because, for instance, the mould in your one day special, off she goes, the mould in your one day special, and I do apologise, I am going to be a little bit all over the shop, but look, even if you only take out that central element, you can just squidge that in, take it out, and look at the detail of that it picks up. How cool is that? Even if you just wanted the cogs. I mean, it's so cool. And the thing is with air dry clay, you let it dry and it's light as a feather. It's ridiculous. Even when it's quite big. Look, my poor lady, I put her down to dry on her face. And look, she's got a little red nose. Can you see? She's got a little red nose. Poor love. I put her on her face to dry. Anyway, so what you're doing is, I'm just getting a little bit of clay because I decided with this, I didn't need to have a full piece. I only wanted a little bit. Obviously, it's up to you. You can do a full piece with it. But I thought, oh my gosh, this is lovely because I can just squidge it in. I mean, look, literally just squidge that in. And then, once you pull this out, look at that. This is one of my favourite moulds ever. Isn't that well cool? Isn't that well cool? I love that. We're approaching 80% of stock, already gone. We are 25 minutes past. Gosh. And it's not like we only had 10. We did have quite a few, but we are approaching 80% of stock gone. Now, this is on immediate dispatch. I keep saying that because obviously, we have got a contingency plan. We knew it were going to be busy. However, for immediate dispatch, you do, if you want it now, you need to be the first person or the next few people to actually be checking out your baskets. So that's what I did there. So this, I'm actually going to stick on here. I'm really hoping I've decided how I'm doing this. I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm actually going to use the gel medium for this to stick this on because it's got a little bit of dimension and a little bit of texture. So let's use the gel medium to stick this on. Gel medium is obviously brilliant for so many things, including sticking embellishments on because it'll give you a good strong hold. It's great for dimension though. It's brilliant for all sorts of different let me just make sure I'm sticking it the right way around. Different embellishments, whether it be metal, whether it be fabric, you know, porous things. Absolutely wonderful. So that's your gel medium. So bob that on there like so. And then I'm going to bring the paints in because I want to be painting over this. Of course, you'd normally let that dry, let your layers dry. We haven't got the ability to dry or let them dry, so we're just going to go straight on. So with the paint first of all, and this is absolutely flying out the door. I'm going to go in with my cream first of all because I want that to be quite I want a decent base before I really go for it. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to put my pinny on at this juncture because if I'm painting and I'm rushing, I know what I get like. I get a little bit happy with it and I get a bit carried away. I'll start with this. And whilst I'm painting this bit, because you don't want to see me do this bit, because this is going to be boring, but I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm literally just going to paint this cream. If it's a bit too thick, because you don't need a really thick base of this, just water it down a little bit. So I've just popped a bit of water on there. And can you see the beautiful stencil coming through now? I love that. So what I'm going to do is just paint this. I'm also going to paint that as well. It's exactly the same paint. I am watering it down because I don't need it to be a really thick coat. It's my first coat. I'm going to be layering, so it's just my base. Well, I do this, but because this isn't the exciting bit, I will let you pass over to Adam so he can tell you the exciting bits.
We are ridiculously busy for a launch hour, okay? So, your extra moulds that we're looking at now, so these are these two in my hands currently, so your extra moulds that you've got here, those two, are now limited stock. Limited stock is what you're looking at for these ones, okay? So they are limited. If you want to get yours now, I've got less than 10% left of the stock, but if you want your extra moulds, it's well worth getting a hand of. Something else that you may want to throw into your basket as well is your one-day special. Oh my word. We are 29 minutes and 26 seconds into our first of 5 live hours. We had a vast amount of stock, and I know what you're saying. Of course you're going to say that because you're on the telly, you have to say that. No, we really did. We knew it was going to be busy. So we brought extra in than we normally have, and now 80% 80% of the stock has gone, and this will be dispatched tomorrow. Okay, so there's none of this waiting for it. It will be dispatched to you tomorrow. If you've put your order in now, this will be in the post for you tomorrow. Okay, so you should, in theory, receive it by the weekend. So you should be getting it in the next couple of days. It will be dispatched to you tomorrow, but you've got to be in it to win it, as it were. You need to be in there now for it to be tomorrow. I don't really know what's going to happen once this goes. I wasn't in that meeting, but I generally don't know what's going to happen when this goes. But you're getting your stencils, you're getting your rice papers, you're getting your 12 by 12 in there as well. Extra moulds have now gone, okay? Extra moulds have now sold out. I don't know why I'm showing you. I don't know why we do that on the telly.
I don't.
This is what you could have had, but you can't buy because they've sold out. But so they've gone. Your 12 by 12s are in there, though. If you do want some of your moulds, you are going to get your moulds in your one-day special. £29.93 with a £7 saving. They are beautiful. They really are exquisite to what you can do with these. Very, very busy. 011535 is your item number. We've got the paper pad collection up next. Five packs of exquisite paper. You've got a 12 by 12 in there. You've got two 8 by 8s in there. You've got a 6 by 6. And you've also got your collectibles as well, which are absolute. I was flicking through them while we were just watching Leonie. There is something about them.
The collectibles are amazing.
Look at these.
And it's the double-sided. I love that the double-sided, but it's like the perfect. It's literally the back of him. Isn't that cool?
So if you're putting him in albums of stuff, so it is.
Yeah,
so once you cut him out, you're going to get like the back of his head.
Yeah, yeah.
Or if you want him looking into the map to thinking, where shall I go next? You sort of got that look.
Indeed.
To him. Where have I just been? Let me check the map. I love these. The stuff and the sound. So they. Oh, I wonder if it's the back of the gun. Oh, it is as well. I just want to tear them out, but I'm not allowed. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. This is I love this. Just look at the detail that you're getting in there. There he is again. He looks quite familiar. Well, he is familiar. And if you're buying the sets of these, if you're going on the journey with Mr. Vagabond, you are going to love them, because just down to the world maps. Look at those two little card fronts that you've got there, and this book just goes on and on and on. See, the waves match with your one-day special with the mould that you're getting in there as well. You've got your lanterns and your tea that's in there. It's beautiful. £34, and that's just one. That is just one book that we've just flicked through. You're getting 5 in total. I'll give you a quick flick. This is 3 different sizes that you get 8 by 8, 6 by 6. There's the mould again. And then you've got backgrounds in 8 by 8 as well.
This is the first time we've had the little ones.
Oh,
so
is it?
The little pads are brand new to Stamperia. So yeah, I think I'm 100% right in saying that 100% right. That means I'm
You're right. You're right. You're on it.
first time we're seeing the minis, and they're well cute.
These
So
are nice.
if you're doing these, if you're making cards, these are absolutely perfect. If you're into your ATCs, are perfect, because sometimes the 12 by 12s, they're huge, you know,
Yeah.
but they're perfect. And that one that you've got in your hand now, that is essential. That's your backgrounds. The backgrounds are amazing, because your backgrounds allow you to get more out of your main pads. So
Yeah.
these are essential, but they're beautiful. The papers are just stunning, aren't they?
They really, really are. Now, you imagine the crest of the wave from your one-day special, just in the foreground of that. We're now talking mixed media. So you've got your Red Sea, you've got your Crackle that's also on there. You've got your map that's on there. I love the maps. 40% of the stock now have already gone with all of these. It's absolutely divine. It really, really is. £34.97, 321932 is your item number for this little collection. Something else that's busy. You are really shopping ahead. Savvy little shoppers. Almost 50% of the stock now has already gone with our rice papers. £11.94. They're A4 rice papers is what we're looking at here. You're getting 6 sheets in total. I don't touch them, but I just quickly want to go through them just so you can see what you're getting. There's the Geisha Girls again. Oh, there he is. There's the man himself, Mr. V. For £11.94, and you're going to get all of these. Look at that. I might have that tattooed on my arm for next time I'm in.
Oh, you should, love.
Oh, just across my chest.
Oh, oof.
Oh,
Gone on, haven't they?
Can you imagine? Just slapped across my chest.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Mr. Vagabond.
Oh, you'd have to wear your shirt open, wouldn't
I would
you?
have this little. Oh.
You'd have to have a cheeky medallion.
Sorry, I digress. I could have the map of the world on my back. It's lovely. We're getting people buying the full collection. Dave and Brig, in Malta. Someone's doing well. Someone's over in Malta. Dave and Brig are over there. They bought the entire collection. They bought everything.
Of course they have.
They're not back till Sunday. Not back till Sunday, but it'll be there. But the minute they get home, Brig will put the washing in the washing machine. Dave thumbing through his papers. Oh, what a treat he's got. £11.49, 975
it's the other way about.
270 is your item number. Acetate is up next. Now, I like this. There's something about this. We've all said this. So you're getting the clear sheets that's in there that you've got. So you get the clear sheet that you've got. I like this because you can go in with your colours with these.
You can. I love the clear because for overlaying as well. You know, you put that over one of your fantastic background papers. They'll look so cool and they're different. See, this is what Stamperia like to do. They like to give you lots of different textures. So you get lots of different finishes, and that's why they bring the clear transparencies in. So you get, you know, you get dimension, you get texture, you get different finishes. See now, doesn't that look sensational? Again, it just gives you a different look, and I love that. I love it that it's just something else that you can change the whole scene with. I like them. They will be superb if you've got alcohol inks as well. Because
you really can go to town. Even on the red, you can just pick out. So I love this. I love this idea, and because they're multi-directional, you can go either way that you want to go. Not only do you get the two clear ones in that, though, you're also going to get the coloured. Well, now these are. Listen to that.
They can't, they?
I'd have these as placemats.
Yeah, they love. Yeah, they'd be cool. But imagine them over a frame with lights behind them, because it's a transparency. The light is going to reflect beautifully behind those, wouldn't they?
It would go through. Oh, this would look beautiful. I don't know. I wonder if we can get a light. They would look absolutely stunning, like a little candle or something would look cute. £9.99, 600 718 is your item number. There's loads more on the website. Tap the app, jump to the website. Let's get back to demonstration. One Day Special, though, is approaching limited stock.
Wow.
We are approaching limited stock. We're 37 minutes into our first live hour. The One Day Special is approaching limited stock. Just saying. Just saying. Let's get back to demo.
Good grief.
BC.
Good grief. OK, so got my first layer on there. Now, this is why I didn't want to put it on really thick. I wanted it patchy because I kind of like that. I kind of like that sort of that patchy look, and because I'm going to go over it. Now, I'm going to use some Shabby Medium. I don't think we got this on the show as well either, unfortunately. But it's something, again, that you might already... Oops. You might already have because you might have already purchased this on one of your other shows. The Shabby Medium just helps me lift some paint off when I put another layer of paint over the top of this. Some of this might not, you need this to be 100% dry, of which it might not be, but, you know, we'll crack on anyway and see what we're going to get. So, just bobbing that over the top, first of all. The One Day Special is now, it is limited stock, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. So you do need to check this out now. Well, you know this. You know this. OK, so your Shabby Medium, you do need to let your Shabby Medium dry. So while that's doing its thing, I'll show you where I got these from. OK, so first of all, I've cut her out now. Look, she is double-sided. I want to, hopefully later on, I want to do a scrapbook page, but with an aperture, because I think these would look amazing with a window in a scrapbook page, so you can see the front and the back of it. Wouldn't that look fabulous? So she's actually in the window. I mean, these are beautiful for, you know, if you've got your 12 by 12 pads, I'd brought one with me and I haven't prepped it yet, but a 12 by 12 pad and just cutting panels out and having these in the panels. These are stunning. I really hope that other collection doesn't sell out before I get to use them, because I really like. It's funny when we were going through this, Kate, me and our Christy Ray, and I was saying the collectibles. You need the collectibles. They are amazing. I love these. That's your collectibles. But anyway, I've got that. That's OT collectible. Now, I was going to put him in as well, but I've kind of changed my mind. But I kind of liked him, but then with her sort of in the front, I kind of like that. Maybe I'll go for that. Maybe I won't. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of liked it, but then again, I kind of like the simplicity of just her with these elements. So that's kind of where I'm going. Okay, it is going to sell out. If you want it, you need... Okay. So, your one-day special has technically sold out. That means it's in people's baskets. You need to check your baskets out. If you don't, it'll bounce back. Now, this is the immediate dispatch. We have got, so the paper pack, have we still got that? Okay, if you want the 12 by 12 paper pack, which is part of your one-day special, now remember, that does come with the small one. That is amazing. That is like a second one-day special. It is beautiful. You've got a £5 saving on that. Beautifully modelled. You've got your collectibles. You've got your 12 by 12. You've then got the 8 by 8, 8 by 8 in the background and the main, but then you've got your mini, the 6 by 6. Whoop, 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 brand new. That is such a good collection. Oh, beautiful. Oh, you should be doing a fan dance. That is beautiful. Please check your baskets out. That's where your collectibles is, and also with the 12 by 12. So where it hasn't dried 100%, I'm just going to give it a very, very quick dry, because I want this to be dry before I slap my paint on. Otherwise, it's not going to work properly. And I want to get layering. Now, with this, I've already stuck that on paint stick. I was going to put more clay to get it to mould into the background, but actually I'm going to use papers. Oh, there's a one-day special bounce back. If that's you, check your basket out. You forgot. You're going to have to get it back in and check your basket out. If you want it, just be quick. Just be quick. Okay. Let's put some more colours on this then. I've got blues, I've got reds, so I know it's all going to work. So if I pop that on here, obviously these are quite dark, so I might want a little bit more cream just to knock it back a bit if it is too intense. I love this dark green as well. I think that's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to pop a bit of that there as well. Now, I don't want this all over. I just want a really nice, hold on a second, a really nice sort of wash of these paints. So a nice sort of build up a different colour, but yeah, not too, not too much, because obviously I don't want to detract from my main image. Afterwards, I will go around the edges. For now, I won't go around the edges. Let's just start building up this paint. So just start lightly brushing that on. Allow the paint to sort of fade out as well. Remember, I've got my Shabby Medium. I don't know what I nearly said. Actually,
no, neither did I.
No, I didn't. I don't know where that were going. But I've got that underneath, and that's fabulous, because that'll give me like when I start bringing this back off again, it'll give me that beautiful sort of distressed texture. So I'm bringing in a little bit of that green as well. I'm not overworking it in. I can always go back. So if I want more paint on this, we can always do that. And let's turn this round so I can go from the other angle, like that. So just layering it on initially, letting it move, so you've got a little bit of movement to this. Bring in a bit of cream as well, just to knock that back a bit and to get that layered up a little bit. Might bring a bit of water in as well. And I love the detail of the stencil behind. That stencil is beautiful. Obviously, that was part of your one-day special. Okay. I know we've got contingency plans. I mean, I'm not quite sure what happens, but at the minute, we've got paper pads. We've got the stamps as well, and the stamps are beautiful. I know we haven't touched on the stamps yet, but stamps are absolutely exquisite in this collection. I might do a bit of stamping, actually, because this would really work with this collection with the stamps. So I might do a little bit of stamping. So just start layering, layering, layering. And I know it takes a little bit of time, does this, but it's always, always worth it. Take your time, build up those layers, get that beautiful colour palette going on. Okay, right. The One Day Special. Shall I let Adam do this bit while I paint? Adam.
Yes,
Yo.
One Day Special is back. Okay, we've managed to get some more. There is a delay of 2 weeks is what you're looking at now. So if you want to get your One Day Special, there is a delay of 2 weeks. This is how busy we are to get them. We're sorting out the details currently as we speak. It's the same item number that you had before. The item number's changed. 675 483. Different item number, totally different show. But we have got other things. Remember, we've got your paper pads on there as well. So your One Day Special is your 12 by 12 that we're looking at. You're getting your moulds in there as well. You're getting 2 moulds. You are getting that gorgeous stencil that is absolutely divine. It really, really is. Can be used in so many different mediums as well. I think it's got a lot of scope, this stencil. Because remember, once you've got a decent stencil, you can run it through your die machine as well and emboss with it. So if you want to start embossing and bringing that detail on and going with your paints, then you can do things like this. Look at this for a sec. This is an old book. It's like an old journal that you're going through, but it's absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. You're also getting your rice paper in there as well. Right then, let's go back. The best way to get the One Day Special, jump to the website, tap the app, give us a call and just say, I want to go for the One Day Special that's on that 2-week delay. That's what I want to go for. They'll know the details. We are just really, really busy. Right, let's get back to our food.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So, look. And hopefully you can see the colours. The green and the blue, they work beautifully together. I mean, look, when I bring her in, it just all blends. This is what I love about Stamperia. The way they do that colour matching. I'm so pleased they did that with the paints. I am so pleased they brought paints in that colour matched. I think that was such a genius idea because for us as crafters, that can be really that can be tricky, you know, getting paints that match your papers beautifully, getting background papers that match it, that can be so difficult. And this they've done it. They've thought of everything. Those paints are always super busy. Your paints, if you do want those, you will need to be checking out your basket with those. I think the paints are still on immediate dispatch. I'm not quite sure what happens with if you're buying paints and then your One Day Special that isn't. I think you might have to wait then. I've got a feeling now, if you're going for your One Day Special, it's all the delay now, I think. Unless you're just going for paints. But anyway, I'm not sure, yeah. Or you put 2 orders in. I think that'd be the way to do it. I'd order it separately. So, because you haven't got, unless you're thinking about your flexi. But if you're not I'm not sure. If you're not thinking about your flexi, I think what I do is, if you want your paints and you're getting your One Day Special, I think I put my paints in first so I know that's on immediate, and then as a separate order I put my One Day Special through. That's how I do it, because otherwise I think you'd have to wait. I think I'm allowed to say that. If I'm not, then it's okay. This will be on repeat. But that's the way I'd do it anyway. Okay. I know that took a while, but it's worth it. I'm then going to paint this as well, because it's beautiful. Now, your new One Day Special, all up and running now, and also very busy, obviously. It's beautiful. So dry brushing over this, because with this, I said dry brushing. I'm not doing too light because I don't want it too light. You know, I want a fair bit of colour onto this. But I still want to see some of that detail. But remember with this, if I wanted to, I could still go back over the top. I mean, I've got the gold. I'd love to bring the gold into this eventually as well. Wow, we've only got 8 minutes of the show left. You haven't even seen the stamps or anything. Okay, so this is gorgeous. So I'll get that on as well. There, okay, I like that. So we're going to leave that like that. Now remember, we did have, and I'm hoping it works. So we did have the Shabby Medium. Yeah, that is what it's called. Every time I have to look at the bottle because I'm not sure what I'm going to say. So look, we got the Shabby Medium. So a little bit of water. My good old trusty cloth. My trusty cloths are great because they're a bit solid now with paint. It means that they act as a bit of a scoring, you know, a scouring brush kind of thing, which is great. It's just what you want. But look, now I love this because the texture starts coming through on the board. Again, just a bit more water here and start just taking bits of this paint off. And over the stencil, look at that on the stencil. How good does that look? This is so beautiful. You what, love? The paint, it was kind of dry actually. It dried quite quick because I'd taken ages putting it on. But you do need to let it dry first. If not, then when you wipe it, you literally just wipe off your paint that you've put on. But doesn't that look ridiculously effective? I mean, and this is so easy, so easy. If you haven't got Shabby Medium, this technique, you can do a really good technique, but with petroleum jelly. So, believe it or not, you put your petroleum jelly just a little, like you put sort of chunky bits on, and then you put your second layer of paint over the top, warm up your petroleum jelly, and then wipe away your paint. You get a really cool distressed look using that. It's a really good one, is that. Now, I'm being careful with this because it's clay. If I wipe it too much, your paper clay, I start taking the clay off. You can see a bit of white there. So I'm not going to work over the top of that one. I'm just, that's a bit heavy-handed, Leonie. But it's okay. I kind of like it. As long as I'm being careful because I don't want to mess my clay up. There we go. So that's my layer. Now let's have a little look at that. Bring it in there as well. Oh, that stencil. Now, can you see with the stencil, on some of the stencil parts, you can see the brown coming through. Now, I really love that. The brown coming through is because we used the gel. And that's because that's a clear product. It allows us to see right down to the base, which I absolutely love. I mean, the texture of that is just beautiful. Obviously, after the show, that's when I'll do the edges. But for now, let's just start layering. We've only got 5 minutes, but I tell you what, something like this, you can actually finish relatively quick. That is a bit from the front page. So that one, let's get that torn. So what I'm going to do, I want to actually, it's this kind of side I want to tear, but I'm being a little bit particular. My brain didn't want me to tear that bit because it's like, oh yeah, but I want to tear that side. Honestly. And I also, look. Now, this is when I become really quite obsessive. That line at the bottom, look, that's a really good border. So I'm chopping that out. So before I tear, I'm chopping the border off. This is how I use my papers. I look into my papers. You rescue bits. You know, it's like, oh, wait a minute, that'll be good for this. And I'm so obsessive when I use my papers. And I love that. I love looking into a paper to get the most out of it. I think it's so cool. Now, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to tear the bottom like this. And I'm turning it towards me so I see the white of the paper. Now, I'm going to just get my ink pad, and I'm sorry, I'm turning my back on you because I forgot to get my ink pad out. And we're probably going to run out of time, aren't we? Well, I'm rummaging for ink pad. Got one. OK, so take my vintage photo. And then let's just use the brush and let's go for this. I've only got 3.5 minutes. So just going around the edges. I'll probably have to finish this one. I don't know whether to finish it in... I'll finish it in next hour, maybe. I'll see. I might finish it in between shows, but I might finish it in next hour. Yeah, I'll probably finish it in next hour and then prep another one. So we'll get this one and another demo done. That's probably... Because it's a shame not showing you how to finish it, isn't it? That's a bit of a con. So doing this, and then what I'm going to do is take your water and then start rolling this. Now, I'm actually going to use mixed media glue as well with this because that'll make it a bit stiffer, the actual paper. So, there we go. So getting that and then spritzing this, okay, like so. And now I want to start rolling my paper up. So what I'll do, I'll just get my paper and literally start rolling it. Now, the lovely thing about it being double-sided is your other side, it'll you'll be able to see the other side and it'll just look cool. I'm actually going to mix a tiny bit of the glue as well. And I'm doing that because then when this dries, I know it's going to stay put. So it'll stay with that beautiful texture that I'm putting in it. It'll actually hold its texture when it dries. Normally your wet paper will do anyway, but it'll just reinforce it a little bit, especially because it's got that lovely torn edge. And I really like doing this. I really like rolling your paper. And if you overwork it, can you see when you start ruffling up your paper? And I think that looks really cool as well, because you can get away with it in this. Pick up some of the ink and roll that in as well. This is Leonie happy. Look at my fingers. Right messy. So, see.
I like the quotes in this book as well.
I do.
There's something here reading some of them now.
Yeah. Go on, read to us.
Shall I read to it?
Go on.
Your mind is your best weapon.
Oh.
I like that one.
Deep.
Only he that has travelled the road knows where the holes are deep.
Indeed.
This is true.
Hey, isn't it true, that?
I like these. Wherever you go, there you are.
And I like that.
I like that one.
Yeah, because it's, I like that.
They're absolutely beautiful. To travel is to live.
Oh, true. True, says Leonie, who didn't
True,
go any
true.
further than Oundle.
Adventure.
There's one, the man who's got the door behind him.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember it.
He who is outside his door... Oh, no, that's not that one.
Yeah, it is.
What, he who is outside his door has the hardest part of his journey behind him.
Yeah.
That's true, though.
Yeah.
Once you get to your door...
Yeah,
all
you're
the
all
bad
right.
stuff's behind you.
You're all right. You're home. Now then, look. So I'm going to let that dry and then build up in the next hour. Thank you.
There you go. Look, we are busy. I've got to go. They're rounding me up. They're doing this. He's going to fly if he's not